This three-bean casserole is dumb.
Scooby-Doo-Bop-Biddy-Bop-Bop-Bop! I'm so sorry, babe. I hadn't tasted him yet.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Looking forward to, you know.
Don't talk about the ingredients. I know. Yeah.
After, it's just a surprise for your mouth.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Thinking Critical. This is Wes. I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend. We got the Marvel comic solicitations for, oh my goodness, is this for August or September? It's gotta be August, right? It is for August 2021. We're going to talk about all the stuff coming out from Marvel. We do not have the DC solicitations. I imagine we will be having that by the end of next week on the channel, and that'll be lots of fun. And I love doing these videos. These are some of the more fun videos I get to do. I basically just pull up the solicitations. I go through them in the order that Newsarama has them, talk about all the stuff I'm interested in, maybe mock some of the stuff I'm not interested in, read some of the solicitations, maybe spoil a key a plot point here or there on accident, see if there's any cool covers that people should be looking out for. I can tell you this, just going into it, you're like, Wes is going to love everything at Marvel. No. That's not the case. Wes is not having a great time with Marvel Comics right now. But I will tell you the stuff that I think looks good, and hopefully we'll have some fun together doing it. With that, let's get right into this bitch. Let's talk about Marvel's August 2021 comic book solicitations. I'm going to warn you up front, this is not for the faint at heart. If you wanted to save money, this is not the month for you. Marvel and DC are getting more expensive by the month. So first up, the big thing they're pimping in August 2021, Fantastic Four 35, the 60-year anniversary of the series. This is the Dan Slott, Mark Waid, John Romita Jr. book. And it's got some stuff about the Kang bloodline and whatnot. I already talked about this on the channel, but I did not see this price tag. $10 hefty dollars for 96 pages of perfect bound Fantastic Four 35. That is a lot of money. Remember when a 100-page anniversary comic was $8? I guess Detective Comics 1000 ruined that for everybody, including Marvel fans. Although maybe it was Marvel Comics 1000 that did it for them. If you remember that comic from 2 years ago, I'm going to bring it up here pretty soon. We've also got Black Panther #1. The only way that you could do worse than Ta-Nehisi Coates on a comic book is replacing him with John Ridley. I don't know why they insist on keep bringing back people that aren't comic book writers. But this is John Ridley. If you've read his works on DC Comics, his Future State Next Batman wasn't awful, but it kind of fell apart. There's too much going on, and he's going to be the new Black Panther writer. So if you're hoping for a change, a return to maybe what they were doing before Ta-Nehisi Coates, it's going to be different, but I don't think it's going to be the change that you want. I'm predicting that this is going to be awful, and of course it is. $5. Of course it's $5. Sinister War, #3 of 4. If you want to see some solicitations that say nothing. Nick Spencer, Mark Bagley, you haven't read the end of Sinister War 2 yet, but when you do, you'll be very mad you had to wait 2 weeks for this. $5. Sinister War 4. Things just got worse for Spider-Man. It didn't seem possible, but it's true. If you think you've seen Spider-Man take a beating, you haven't seen anything this brutal. I think I've seen Spider-Man die a couple times. That was him, right? Whatever. $5. Here we've got Nick Spencer, Federico Vicente. He actually he's doing okay. This is supposed to be Patrick Gleason, but it's not Patrick Gleason. Where the hell are you, Patrick Gleason? Over in Sinister War, Spider-Man is facing 2 Sinister Sixes, but then what is he doing here? Just want to say, try not to spoil, you don't quite understand how intense and impossible this situation is for Peter Parker. Marvel, you don't understand how to write a damn sensible comic book solicitation to get people excited. At least it's only $4. Spider-Man 73. More not saying anything. Kang the Conqueror, #1. I imagine this is coming out of Fantastic Four. Number 35, also known as 60th anniversary. Colin Kelly, Jackson Lanzig, Carlos Magno. I'm surprised that they have so many variant covers for a comic book that's likely not to sell much. We don't get to see Kang the Conqueror very often, but if you're not going to get anyone excited for Colin Kelly and Jackson Lanzig, it does not feel special. with these names on it. If you want them to be big, maybe this is a starting point, but you're not going to get a move. Maybe that's why they need all the variants, because these names are likely to get no one excited except for maybe their parents about buying a comic book. $5. The Trial of Magneto. This is guaranteed to be awful. Plus, we already got some bait and switch. Remember when they announced this? And Valerio Schiti was the artist on Leah Williams' new series. Nope, it's Lucas Wernick. Why are they giving Leah Williams something that feels like it's supposed to be important, like a 5-issue Trial of Magneto miniseries? Beyond me, because you fail your way to the top if you're in the Marvel Comics X-Men office. That is the standard now, and they are not going to let it change. A horrific murder, a shocking revelation, a trial that will divide the New Mutant Nation. Leah Williams, oh my goodness, and Valerio Schiti bring you a new epic that threatens the reign of X and will upend the world of mutants. The truth is hidden, the danger is far from over, and the trial has begun. $5. So they're still saying Valerio Schiti, like that's the creator here, even though it says cover artist and Lucas Wernick as the artist. Do we see names on the cover? No. What do you guys think? Is Valerio Schiti the artist on there? I don't know. Warhammer. I don't really. Maybe somebody's excited about that. $5. Deadpool, Black, White, and Blood. Okay, here's the thing. I am so tired of this gimmick, the Black, White, and Blood, Black, Red and Blue, Black, White, and Gold. Like, it's been done to death. There's Sony, or Red Sony. I think maybe it's Red Sony, but there's definitely Vampirella stuff like this. But here's the thing. Tom Taylor is awful at Marvel, but he's damn good at DC. Is that going to translate over to Deadpool? Ed Brisson is a damn good X-Men writer. It's too bad he's still not writing, and James Stocco's fine. And we're getting Whilce Portacio on art. Is it worth $5? I don't know. Tom Taylor's just so bad at Marvel. Is this going to be Marvel Tom Taylor or DC Tom Taylor? Has he changed his stripes? I don't know. But I am tired of this gimmick. But I do love Whilce Portacio. Why is he not illustrating more comics? Cable Reloaded #1. The return of Old Man Cable, the original Cable. Righting a wrong, something they probably shouldn't have done to begin with. Cable Reloaded #1, Al Ewing and Bob Quinn. Stuff covered by Stefano Caselli. We've got a Rob Liefeld variant. $5. Winter Guard #1. Ryan Cady. Jan Bazulia. You like the Winter Guard? I guess this is the book for you. I don't think they plan on selling any of this. That's why you got Ryan Cady. $5. $5 for a Ryan Cady #1 Winter Guard. Oh my goodness. Somebody's a huge Ryan Cady fan is going to absolutely eat my lunch in the comments section. I stand by what I just said. That's ridiculous. Defenders #1 of 5. Al Ewing, Javier Rodriguez. I like the Defenders. What is the Cosmic Cowboy doing here? So you remember Marvel Comics 1000 came out like 2 years ago, and it had the Cosmic Cowboy that Al Ewing was writing in. He was going to be so important to the future plans of Marvel Comics. Finally, 2 years later, the character is in this Defenders book. My goodness. When existence itself faces extraordinary threats, it needs an extraordinary defense. When you call the Defenders, Doctor Strange and the Masked Raider, not the Cosmic Cowboy, take a non-team of Marvel's weirdest, wildest heroes on a mission that will uncover the hidden architecture of reality itself. This cosmos was not the first to exist, but if the Defenders can track Marvel's oldest villain through the deepest trenches of time, it might be the last. Only $4. Boom. Darkhawk 1 of 5. So, I don't know. Kyle Higgins, he's a good writer, underrated. Is he going to knock this one out of the park? Potentially. Avengers Tech On. Get your tech on. Get your tech on. Get your tech on. Dun, 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 get your tech on. Whatever. This is from Jim Zub in Chamba. People keep telling me Jim Zub's a good writer. I tried to get into his Conan the Barbarian. It did not work for me, although I did kind of jump into the middle of it. I'm going to try this out. So the Jim Zub heads will leave me alone. I will give it a shot. I expect nothing. So the bar could not be set any lower. And I'll try it out. People say Jim Zub's the man. Let me see him start something. Extreme Carnage Riot number 1. Alyssa Wong. Enough said. Extreme Carnage Lasher number 1. Clay McLeod Chapman. At least that guy was doing all the Web of Carnage stuff that was tying in and leading up into King and Black. There's a new symbiote. If you're looking at an opportunity to flip some comic books, throw some copies of this on your pull list, and hopefully you can make some money on eBay. There's a new symbiote. Marvel fans are crazy. They'll probably pay you a lot of money. There's also a symbiote variant. I imagine that's going to be the new symbiote. Maybe that'll one will be even worth even more money. So there's a good chance to flip. If it doesn't work out for you, I'm not a professional at this. I'm just, if it works out, it worked out. If it does not, it's not my fault. That's your fault. You should not have listened to me. Amazing Fantasy 2 of 5. This is a must-read. Carrie Andrews, writing, illustrating. Looks good. It's going to be cool. I'm excited for this one. Each of our heroes from across time and space seem to have found their tribes in this new strange land of wonder, but World War II Cap, Teenage Spidey, and Spy School Black Widow soon discover that every paradise has its own cost, and eventually everyone must pay. Is there a way to avoid the coming war? Or is fate the flute that leads us to the inevitable end? Oh my goodness. Fire whoever wrote that. You're making me less interested in this $5 comic book. Let me put it that way. Spirits of Vengeance Spirit Rider. This is the half Indian, half sorceress supreme, I guess, because it's a female Indian character from back in the day. Taboo. If you like your Black Eyed Peas in comic book form, maybe this is the one for you. Interesting character. Probably going to be overpowered. Marvel Voices Identity number 1. They couldn't even put this thing out during Asian Pacific Islander History Month. It was like they said, ooh, we're making all these Marvel Voices comics for everybody else and putting them out in their months. We forgot Asian month. So let's make a Marvel Voices Identity comic for Asians with Jean Yang, Christina Strain, Greg Pak, Maureen Gu. Alyssa Wong's sure to be in here. Doesn't it feel like they just forgot about it? They're like, oh, fuck. We better put what we forgot the Asians. $6. I'll pass. I don't read any of this Marvel Voices stuff, and I'll be shocked if anyone that watches this channel does either. If you're the one, let me know in the comments. I want to hear from you. Miles Morales, SpiderMan Annual number 1. Is this part of Infinite Destinies? Well, it's part of Infinite Fury. Is it Infinite Destinies or is it Infinite Fury? I'm seeing different names for this. Did they change the name of the event? It doesn't matter. Saladin Ahmed is writing it still, and it's almost guaranteed to be terrible. And $5. Ooh. Guardians of the Galaxy Annual. See, it says Infinite Destinies. Here it says Infinite Fury. Which is it, Marvel? Which one is it? What's the name of the goddamn story? Al Ewing, Jed McKay, Flaviano, and Juan Ferreira. It's got the best creative team, or one of the best creative teams on these books. $5. Avengers Annual. This is the end, where whoever the new villain is, and they give it away in this solicitation, is going to beat Tony and Steve Rogers within an inch of their life. Right here. Meet the new character who beats Captain America and Iron Man within an inch of their lives. I was like going for word. Why would you give away this in this solicitation? This is stupid. $5. And it says the conclusion of Infinite Fury, and it also says Infinite Destiny concludes. Which is it? Which story is it? Oh, Moon Knight number 2. We're certain to be hearing about this from freaking Pele. It's like his favorite character in the comics aficionados. X-Men number 2. Jerry Duggan, Pepe. At least Pepe Larraz is on there. He's a great artist. He should have been on the series the entire time. As threats hurtle towards the Earth from all skies, the fearless X-Men fight seemingly unstoppable wave of annihilation. Sweet, Annihilation's coming back. Didn't we just? Whatever. But even more dangerous threats lurks in the darkness. At least it's only $4. Wave X. Is this a mini-series or is it an ongoing? It looks like it's an ongoing, but I'm told it's a mini-series. This is the best thing going besides, it's this and Hellions. If you're reading X-Men, you need to read this. You need to read Hellions, although there's a good chance Cy Spurrier drops the ball by this point. Children of the Atom. Do not read this comic. It's awful. Oh my good. Are they gonna go through the gate again? Are they gonna try to go through the gate one more time? Oh, the truth finally comes out about the Children of the Atom kids. Oh, that they're not really mutants. That they want to be mutants, and that's why they can't pass through the gates. That's a trans allegory. Yeah, we got it already. You don't have to tell us the truth. We've already had it spelled out for us, Vita. Got it. X-Corp number 4. X-Corp number 1 was the worst issue of X-Men within the Jonathan Hickman era. It was so awful. Ugh, I can't look at that. Hellions number 14. Now we're talking. This is the good stuff. So pissed off Steven Segovia is not illustrating it. Roge Antonio's okay, but why do they keep doing that? Tarn the Uncaring and his murderous Locust Vial take revenge on Minister Sinister and the Hellions, but the Hellions are ready for the rematch, sort of. Whatever. These guys look crazy. That'll be fun. Are these the guys from these are the dudes from Araco, right? I've already forgotten about that. That's a pretty good cover. XMen Legends number 6. Peter David, thank goodness. We're going to get some of that X Factor goodness. We needed a good X Factor comic. It's been a while. Renegade mutants have taken hostages at the Latvian embassy. Dr. Doom isn't happy about it, and one of the X Factors own in their clutches. It's going to be a super-powered battle on multiple fronts as innocent lives hang in the balance. Boom, sold. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. X-Force 22. This comic has been going downhill. Josh Cassara's not on the art. Great. Fatal Flora. Pass. Sounds like another plant-based. God. Rogers 23, Jerry Duggan. I've given up on that one a long time ago. Wolverine 15, another comic that's kind of going downhill. Adam Kubert's art's been great. It's too bad Vic Bogdanovich moved on. Wolverine comes face-to-face with Iraqi pirate crime lord Sever Blackmore. But will their fight lead to Logan? Okay, so apparently all the Iraqi mutants are coming over during Hellfire Gala. They way to give away that. We knew that Apocalypse was going to be there, but apparently he's bringing the mutants with him. Spider-Man Life Story Annual number 1. Zdarsky and Bagley. I'm obviously going to read it, even though it's $5. I think it's weird that they have an annual for a mini-series that happened 2 years ago. But whatever. I'll check it out. It seems they're going to kill this entire gimmick fast. Web of Spider-Man 3. I don't really read comic books based on video games. Symbiote Spider-Man Crossroads number 2. Peter David, Great Land. Wish they get a better artist, but Peter David is absolutely destroying it. It's him, it's Chip Zdarsky, and it's Donny Cates that are ruling Marvel Comics as far as writers right now. That's a guaranteed good book. Spider-Man 14, or Spider-Woman, never mind. Spider-Man Spider Shadow 505, I'll be reading that. Been enjoying that miniseries. Black Cat, nah. Miles Morales, nope. Silk 505, nah. Alien 6, I'm enjoying this. Whoa, they're gonna fight an alien on a spacewalk. That alien is standing up like a person. So we've got some type of variant of the Xenomorph. Epsilon Station is losing its orbit. It's retrograding is how you would actually say that if you knew anything about space. To whoever wrote this. Gabriel Cruz is losing his son. Can anything be saved? Trials of Ultraman. I liked the series. I kind of fell off. I feel bad. I wish I had stuck with it. Marvels, nah. Gamma Flight, nah. Immortal Hulk 49, we're coming to the end. 50 will be the end of this. I don't know. Immortal Hulk 25, I still can't get the stink off the comic series. I don't want to even go back to read it. Let's read up on Iron Man 11. Iron Man was so bad those first few issues. After bringing down an Ultimo robot nearly single-handedly, Iron Man continues to investigate the strange and small colony on the remote planet where he's been marooned. Life here seems perfect, but is it? And who's possibly pulling the strings behind its delicate design? As Tony digs deeper for answers, an astral projection of Hellcat. Never mind. Featuring another appearance by everyone's favorite armored Canadian hero, Avro X. Sweet. Fucking Tony gets marooned on a planet and he still has Hellcat woman-splaining to him and nagging the shit out of him. Great. Who doesn't want to be Tony Stark? I hope they let him die soon. He'd be better off for it. Oh God, World War She-Hulk rages on. You know what rages on? My disinterest in the title. $5. Oh my gosh. United States Captain America. And what little interest I had in this series has absolutely been destroyed. $5. America Chavez, made in the USA, 505. I've heard this is like trying to salvage the character. Kalinda Vasquez apparently is bringing it home. I don't know because I haven't read it. I was thinking about reviewing the first issue and then I just didn't. I don't like the character or think she's important enough to go back in time and go read them. But I'm told this is good. And I know that they redid her origin. That made more sense. Fantastic Four Life Story number 3. I have fallen off of this after one issue. I don't think Mark Russell was the right writer for this. $5. Even Jimmy from Comic Works, Mark Russell's biggest comic fan, he was in my comments saying that Fantastic Four Life Story number 1 sucked. So there you go. Captain Marvel 31. This is the longest running Captain Marvel Carol Danvers series ever. Black Widow. I know. I like Kelly Thompson sometimes. Mr. and Mrs. X, pretty good. Deadpool, no. Captain Marvel, not so much. Guardians of the Galaxy. This is the last Annihilation. Although it sounds like Annihilation's an X-Men right now. Whatever. Al Ewing, Juan Ferreira. Getting those beautiful Brett Booth covers. Just buy it for the Brett Booth covers. Don't read it. Thor 16, Donny Cates, Michelle Bandini. I've heard Nick Klein's coming back. If they don't bring him back, there's something wrong with Marvel. Thor has known only two things: being a warrior and wielding a hammer. He's also been king. What are you talking about? He's also been on the throne of Asgard. But he is realizing that in order to be the best ruler of Asgard that he can be, he must give up to those two things. So he's been the ruler before. Who is Thor without them, and hostilities between? Who wants to see Thor without his hammer and not being a warrior? Raise your hand. I'm not raising my hand. Fuck that. Savage Avengers 23. This is where Jerry Duggan shines. Wow, they put another person that hates comic fans, Patch Zercher. Although it feels like he fell off social media and has been much more incognito of late. But, the damage is already done. You can only tell your customers to fuck off so many times before they take you up on it. Mighty Valkyries 505. Unreadable trash. Daredevil 33. Everyone should be reading this one. Chip Zdarsky, Marco Cicchetto. Oh, that's so hot. Elektra faces her greatest challenge as Daredevil yet. A serial killer is on the loose in Manhattan killing people. That's all you need to know. But even the deadliest assassin in Marvel is somewhat at a loss because this killer can be in more than one place at a time. A team, a mutant, or something else entirely. Whoever or whatever they are, they have a thirst for blood, and Elektra. You know what's interesting? Elektra is a great Daredevil. I'm enjoying her as a Daredevil, but Matt Murdock in prison is boring. Boring. Get him out of prison. God. Or just shank him and let him die. It's so monotonous. Hate it. Scotty Young and Humberto Ramos are destroying Strange Academy. If you have small kids or if you like Hogwarts and you wanted to see it in the Marvel form, this is the comic for you, and it's absolutely worth every cent of that $4. Runaways 38. Nah. Conan the Barbarian. I tried. I couldn't do it. Star Wars High Republic. Nah. Ugh. Star Wars War Bounty Hunters. I read the first issue. I was not impressed. It was very average. And it's only $4. Look at all this. 32-issue crossover event for Star Wars. Not one. There's no Mando in this motherfucker. No Mandalorian. $5. Oh, look at all that. That'll do it. There's some stuff to get excited for. There's a lot of stuff to mock and ridicule. Are Marvel Comics getting better in August? Nah, not really. Is it Infinite Destinies or Infinite Furies? I don't know. Maybe it's Infinite Furries for all I know. I don't think Marvel Comics does. But I do know that they're spoiling a lot of stuff. Hey, the stuff I was already interested in, I'm basically interested in. It sounds like Beta Ray Bill's already over by this point, so that'll be depressing. I hope you guys are excited for Marvel Comics in August 2021. Let me know in the comments section what you're excited about. Let the other people know. and we can have a conversation about it. I'll see y'all later.